The development of Grand Theft Auto 6 sure has been an interesting one, including rumors of heavy reboots and scrapping of the entire design of the game. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today, as well as Rockstar being in the final year of development of GTA 6, according to a reputable gaming journalist. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today, and a whole lot more. So let's begin with Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2, who was actually answering some questions regarding Grand Theft Auto 6's development, and he responded to someone that said the full development most likely started after RDR2 came out, or very close to that, after about 4 or 5 years of pre-production since 2014. So Rockstar already reworked the map at least once, even before all the crunch controversy, which we'll talk about in a little bit, since the original plan also included large areas of North America as well, not just Florida. And insider Tez Funds 2 said this: "I don't think when the original plan was scaled back, the game was in pre-production still. We do have the build IDs, but there is inconsistency involving making it harder to pinpoint when the first build was made, like between the Americas 2021 0303 10:55:27 and America's 2021 03:23 09:58:52 videos. The game's build increased 4 times. In between America's 2021 03:23 09:58:52 and America's 2021 05:18 13:37:55, it increased 10 times. If we apply the same logic, the first build could go back all the way to 2017 or 2018, in addition to the America's stats notes within RDR2's files. I doubt that was added all of a sudden in 2018. The scaling back must have happened either a few months prior to Red Dead Redemption 2's release, since the culture changes started afterwards." Alright, so to give you the long story short on what GTA 6 was supposed to be, at least what we know, it was going to be a lot bigger. Now, don't get me wrong, the game is going to be absolutely massive. I think it's going to be incredibly huge compared to Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6, but I think Rockstar had these grandiose plans to take us to South America, Central America. There were even rumors that we were going to have 4 main characters, and that was scaled down to the 2 we know of so far, Jason and Lucia. But essentially, Tez Funds 2 is saying that the game was not rebooted when it was in pre-production. It was rebooted kind of right in the middle of development, and that would have happened right around 2017 or 2018, a few months prior or right after Red Dead Redemption 2's release. And one of the big things that caused this reboot was the cultural change that happened at Rockstar Games. And the reason this cultural change came about was because of the reporting of the likes of Jason Schreier from Kotaku, now at Bloomberg, who actually wrote about the working conditions at Rockstar Games. And they said they had to work incredibly hard hours. They were being pushed to the brink to their absolute max. And Rockstar kind of had to take their medicine and say, you know what, we're not going to do that anymore. But that also is going to change the way we ultimately make video games. We're not going to be able to make them the same way we did in the past. And sort of building on that, Jason Schreier actually appeared on the Friends Per Second podcast. I actually had never heard any of their episodes before, but it's actually kind of cool. I'll leave a link to the entire post in the description. But what I want to let you guys listen to right now is the little snippet in which he actually talks about Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 6.
Was talking to someone at GDC who works for a big company that was made headlines a few years ago, possibly for me, because of crunch. And this person was like, yeah, I mean, they're taking things seriously here. They do not want anybody working more than 40 hours, and they yell at you if you do. I actually wrote a story last year about Rockstar Games and how they've tried to change their culture and found some success in that, although remains to be seen what the last year or so of development on the next Grand Theft Auto looks like. But still, I mean, even the fact that companies seem to be trying, I think is a big difference from a few years ago.
So as you heard there, he talked about the culture change within Rockstar Games, but he also dropped an interesting little nugget. He said that Rockstar is in the final year of development of Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't know how to take this. Good news, bad news? If it's in the final year of development, I feel like that still means there's a lot that has to be done before the game gets into our consoles and we're able to play it. Maybe it's not as black and white as that, and maybe Jason Schreier was trying to mean something else when he said that, but final year of development to me, yes, that's a positive thing that the game is near completion, but we've been in the it should be near completion phase for a long time now. I feel like this game honestly should have been out way sooner than it has, but Rockstar is definitely taking their time. Certainly with the changes they've had to make inside their own walls and how they develop games, it's not surprising that the development is taking a little bit longer, but this is still interesting what he ultimately had to say on that podcast. And again, I'll leave a link to it in the description if you guys are interested. And one other thing to think about is maybe the reason the development is taking so long is because the multiplayer aspect of the game. Remember, when Rockstar was developing GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto Online was what they thought was going to be really successful. They had no idea it was going to turn into the monster that it was right now. So obviously, they're going to make sure that they're able to duplicate GTA Online's success. In fact, Rockstar has even acquired different divisions so that they could specifically work on multiplayer. This was actually answered by Insider Tez Funds 2, with someone saying, "Did we ever find out what the hell Rockstar Dundee was doing? I figured we would have heard something by now, even if it was just something like they've been moved to work on Grand Theft Auto 6. And he said they are heavily involved with anything online related. Their roles have been updated to focus on online systems recently, but they were already involved with GTA Online updates and GTA 5's E&E prior to that, even the canned Cops and Crooks update. So if Rockstar Dundee was working on Grand Theft Auto 6's multiplayer alone, they've been doing so since the summer of 2020, which is when we were supposed to get the dropped or scrapped or canned, whatever you want to call it, Cops and Crooks DLC update. So this is something that Rockstar Dundee's been working on for a while, and if you think about it, now they've had going on 3 years just to get the multiplayer right. We can also probably factor that in why it's taking so long to get the game out. Because you obviously can't just produce the multiplayer, you have to have the story and GTA 6 to go along with it in order for this whole thing to work. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'd love to hear from you in those comments down below. What do you think of the development and reboot of Grand Theft Auto 6? Do you think it's going to be worth it in the end? What do you think of Jason Schreier's comments as well? I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Or, of course, you could reach out to me on my Facebook page, where, as always, you can send messages, photos, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.